to the General Conversation Podcast. I'm Valerie.
This is Cord.
And you are listening to episode 23. Woo! We've been gone for a minute, but now we back. We about to come in here and...
Sing a rap?
Sing a rap. No, rap or rap. I don't know. I'm just excited to be back. We've been not posting and not recording, and I'm just happy to be back with my friend. Let me tell you, it's been a minute because the weather has now changed. It's cooler now, which I'm enjoying because I can't take no more of this heat. Fall is here. The weather is changing, and I'm digging it. Got a new job. No, another job, not a new job. It is new.
Job number 5.
I know, right? And so I'm just trying to make some shake. I can make some shake. Yeah, I'm just trying to make some stuff shake, man. Pay some stuff off quick. You guys probably listened to the last episode. I was talking about the car experience. So since I have a new vehicle, I just like to keep on top of things. And good stuff like that. Cordelia, what's been new with you, buddy?
Pretty much the same thing I think we talked about. I know I got a new job. I don't know how far into my new job I actually was when we last talked, but I made it. New. I made it past my 90 days.
Woo, 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 woo!
About to start acting a motherfucking monkey.
That's a problem. You can't listen.
Acting a monkey. You know what I'm saying?
Just go in there and do right.
Been doing a few projects, on the side, keeping station money flowing in. Which I'm really happy about. Like I recently just did a new website for a lady. Got brought on for a smart house project that's gonna be currently kicking off probably the next week or so.
Nice.
So a little bit of this.
Being a busy man.
I try to stay busy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Try to stay busy.
Stay busy. You ain't gotta worry about being busy because you busy.
Busy out here trying to save these coins.
Right.
So so I can put my supreme plan to action that's coming up really soon.
I love it. I'm listening.
Yeah, so.
We'll talk about that process. I think we should document kind of your thought process about it and what brought you to that and why that age and just different things about it. Mm-hmm. Not saying you got to tell people in depth, but just kind of give them insight because some people might have the same kind of little thought process about planning for their future as you do, and they might want to see how you going, the journey through it, how you doing it. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's been going on with this. Anything new about anything else?
What?
I don't know. You already got a smirk. You got somebody new in your life? Little chica inside. Hey, little chica.
I ain't gonna let you get me in trouble.
What?
Nah, nobody new. I've been dating around, but I wouldn't say they they're new.
He get around. He get around. What's Tupac song?
Oh, goodness.
They get around.
They always say keep your options open, keep your mind open.
Right. Yeah, but you've been focused. All that good
stuff.
Any travel plans?
Oh, you know what? I have been taking return trips out to Nashville again.
See? You don't let me know nothing, y'all. I don't know nothing about this man. This might not even be Cordero. I don't know who this is. Yeah. That's how I knew he is.
I thought I told
you.
The
new.
Yeah, I took another turnaround trip to Nashville.
Okay. How was that drive?
It was pretty dope.
Okay.
It was pretty dope. Then I drove there, and I drove there and the majority back. Yeah.
That's how you do it, ladies. Yeah. Get some guy to do it, so you don't have to drive.
She had to work, so I was all for it.
She had to work, or she had to really work?
She had to work.
Oh, okay. Where my mind was in Anyway, let's move along and keep it PG, shall we? Ooh. All right. So we've missed you guys, and if you've been keeping up with this, and was wondering what was going on. I don't know if you were. We hope you were wondering about us. I don't know. We know we were trying to get our schedule together. Cordero has a different schedule, and then I added a job because I'm a nutbag. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have any. It's whatever. Who has time? 24 hours. What can we do? So I think we're gonna start recording consistently. No, I know we're gonna start recording consistently. And so we got a day picked out. So we're going to try to stick with that day as best as possible and get these podcasts cranked out to you guys. So I know we normally have a word of the day, but I decided to do something different. I actually saw on YouTube this cool little thing that Elle was doing called Association. I wanted to say E. Valerie. Association. Song Association is what it's called. And it seemed like such fun. And so I told Cordero about it, that was going to be our icebreaker. So let's jump into it, guys. Okay, Cordero, this is how this will work.
Okay.
And I have a notebook. I write down like a lot of stuff. I mean, I know I have a phone and everything, so it's a smartphone. But I still like regular books, y'all. You know, who like to read regular books and smell them? I do. You ain't gotta smell them, but I mean, I'm just saying I like to open it, turn a page, put a crease in it. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. I have 5 words for him that I'm gonna hide because Cordero likes to kind of slick cheat. You know what I'm saying?
Who cheating? Ain't nobody cheating.
That's why your voice high, because we know you.
Nobody
His
cheating.
friends know him.
I'm an honest individual, a man of integrity, and what's the other word before?
I don't know because he don't know it.
Integrity and honor.
So what the Song Association is I will give you one word and you have 10 seconds to sing a song. Sing a song or rap. And so I try.
Do we have to sing it? Like, do we have to like vocalize? Or
Yes, we're going to give people a little show about your little voice, little vocal.
I just charge for shows, though. You know what I'm saying? You say you're getting this show for free. That's some sucker shit.
I'm giving him an eye right now, you guys. You can't see it.
Sucker shit.
Whoop, whoop. But anyway, somebody think they sing like Luther Vandross. But okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to give you.
Casey and JoJo. Ooh, yeah.
You just hollered.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, don't you not do yeah.
So I'm going to give him one word. And it has to be a part of a song. He can't make the song good, but I got a feeling because they're going to do some crazy junk where he's going to try to make his own song. And that's not how this works, you guys.
Platinum hits. Nothing but platinum hits coming out this voice.
Written by Cordero.
Hey, a platinum hits.
So I'm going to start the timer. Cordero, are you ready?
Okay. All right.
You need to warm up. Most times L gives the artist a time to go warm up. So you want to warm up your vocals real quick?
Nah, I gotta know the word because you seen your words. I forgot. I let you see your words.
No, you can't let me see it.
Okay.
That's the point. All right. So I'm about to say the word and give you 10 seconds. That's how.
Can I search online for it?
No, sir. This is in your memory bank.
Okay, about the dome.
So the first word that I chose for you is heart.
Heart? I don't know something with heart in it. A song with how many seconds? I got 10, right? You got 10 seconds, right?
Your time is up.
I was like, that was 10 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Shit.
So, and I only gave him 5 because we're gonna get into the podcast, you guys. And normally they give them 15 out of 15 words, but we don't have that kind of time. Maybe one time we would do it. I think this game is so much fun. But anyway, you could have brought out "The Heart Will Go On."
What song? Who sing that?
Celine Dion, Titanic. Boop. Oh, by the way, when you sing,
I laughed at Titanic, so I know I was not paying attention to the song.
Yeah, we should so do this.
I'm gonna lose this shit, yo.
But listen,
I'm gonna drink.
Right. And also, you have to name the artist of the song.
Okay.
But if you don't, it's okay. But these next few words, I try to keep you in mind because I know you're a real rap fanatic about certain artists. So that's your hint. So you need to get into your song memory bank and jog it. All right, let's start this timer over. So he didn't get that one. That's an ant. So we're going to go to word number 2.
You gotta tell me the word first of all.
I know that's what I'm about to do. I got this, Chico. The next word is clean.
Outcast, So Fresh, So Clean. Give me those to the next one.
Oh, look, he doing something. You have to sing it.
I don't want to sing it.
You got to. Or rap it.
Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. So,
Okay, you got your point.
Yeah, my point.
Yeah.
Yo, it's your turn. Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to do mine and
Okay,
then yours.
all right.
Because I'm going to nail all 5 of mine.
Okay.
I'm talking junk, y'all. Okay. Next word is good.
That word is good. What's up? I know. I feel like. Damn. Why am I drawing a blank right now? For real. Beep. Damn. Why can't I think of something with good in it?
So I tried to think about, but I don't want to tell you because I want to keep your mind in it. But yeah, there's some rap songs that got good.
I know it is. I just drew a blank. Like for real.
All right, that's okay.
Wow.
The next word is sorry. I don't want you to look at the time.
What was it? Jagged Edge, baby. I'm sorry. Something. Oh, this is okay. I'll do Ruben Studdard. This is my story for 2004.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
do
it to you.
myself. I knew
Good job. And the last word, you ready?
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Hardcore G shit. Damn, why I can't think of the same damn lyric. It's from Killer Mike. Oh well, 2 out of 3.
You could have said "Welcome to Atlanta" or
Play.
"Play Your
I was thinking that song in my head too.
Like every day. That's why I tried to put some stuff on here.
You did. I was just drawing a blank. You did.
It's cool.
She was fair. She was fair.
I try to be. So we'll play it again. You know what we should do it. We're gonna invite some friends over and do it and do like girls against guys.
I'll play it again. See,
you had fun, didn't you? All right, it's my go. Let me pour up a little bit in my cup so it help me think. It really doesn't. I'm just being goofy. You guys, let us know down in the bottom, or if you're listening, let us know. We want to hear from you on Instagram or whatever, or Twitter. Let us know if you guys are going to do anything fun for the holidays. It's November now. So like I said, we've been away for a minute, but if you guys are having any holiday plans, if you plan on cooking, if you plan on traveling, let us know what your plans are for the holidays. We want to hear from you.
Okay. So I tried to. Yeah, I put some serious simple words. So.
You want me to do the timer, or you want to do the timer?
All right, you ready, Valerie?
Yes. Okay.
Your first word is hands.
Can't keep my hands to myself. That's Selena Gomez. Can't keep my hands to myself. Don't do it. I do pop, rap, country. What's up?
I like your ass.
Why you cussing at me?
I'm not cussing.
Woo, that's 1 point, Valerie. A.
Hey, y'all also, when you listen to this, if you verify a song, that shit ain't right, because I don't know.
Look it up.
I ain't even go out through that. I'm going to trust your word.
I'm not no cheater.
All right. Your second word is sweet.
Sweet love, don't you? And I can't say sweet. Okay, that's Anita Baker, Sweet Love. I don't know the words. She in there. Hey.
Your next word is chocolate.
The fuck is chocolate?
Chocolate.
Your man no beep. What is that? What is chocolate? What's the song with chocolate in it?
I figured it was a love song.
First of all, all I can think of, I don't want to sing his shit. The only thing I think is that man that did that stuff to the people. You know, the one that's in jail currently.
Ronson, really?
Right.
You could have did it for this.
And so I was like, can I get that two? I don't even know. I don't know.
All right.
Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
All right. I know you should know this one now.
Okay.
Shrimp.
Shrimp?
Shrimp.
Nigga, I ain't gonna get that. Shrimp? What was that? What song is shrimp?
UGK?
Oh, I eat so much shrimp. I got poison.
You were just singing this song. Let's figure out we had the old school playback in the car when we was driving, and we was dumping that. We was on that line. We rewinded the song.
I gotta think rap with him, like old school, like southern rap, cause he ain't gone. I couldn't think of one damn word. I'm like shrimp.
I knew you was gonna get that one.
Hungry. I said okay. I have cheese on olives out, guys. You can't see it, but I have cheese.
She
on
trying
olives.
to get me.
And he didn't want no cheese. And then I did the olives, but he didn't.
I ate the olives up.
Yeah, he did. All right, what's my next word? I'm mad I got missed too. Okay, let me think. Rap. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Alcohol. Yes.
Blame it on the goose. Blame it on it. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the Jamie Foxx.
She got 3 out of 5.
Woo! Pop that. Pop. Man, I should have got 5 out of 5. Okay, what was chocolate? Name a song with chocolate in it.
I think you just about to do one of R. Kelly songs.
Okay, you don't even know. Look at this.
I figured you would know a love song with chocolate in it.
What song? Chocolate Kisses? No.
I knew you. I figured you would know a love song with chocolate in it.
You just trying to make it hard. Why all your
I didn't
stuff
try to make it
food
hard.
related? This shit. This is mine was easy, y'all.
No.
I gave him. Look, let me tell you what I gave him. Heart, sorry, clean. Atlanta ain't good, but okay. I mean, y'all know. All right, we gonna move on. Here we give me these chocolate and shrimp.
See,
I'm like,
she won. She's still mad. Motherfucker can't win.
I could have got 5 out of 5.
Motherfucker can't win.
I could have got 5 out of 5. All right. Also, too, just a quick little note. I want to shout out some a cool group of people. They're
Is it Black Power people?
yeah. I mean, you can say Black Power, but they're just. I mean,
They dope for real.
I
I
think
like
their series can relate to anybody. It's actually your friends.
Who?
Black on Both Sides. That
Oh, yeah.
series and is it just yeah, and you guys gotta check it out. It's just phenomenal. And follow them on Instagram. Look at Black on Both series. Check it out. And they're doing some great stuff over there. And they're hard workers and they're talented. So please be sure to check that out. Okay. I just needed to say that.
Oh,
Support when you can support.
that's dear near to my heart. You
All
get
right.
big points for that shit.
I'm like, let's move on, shall
You
we?
get big points for that shit.
Kadera was trying to be all like, okay, look, Kadera has some topics for us, you guys, and we're gonna dig deep into them. And I think they're good topics, actually. I mean, we should have some good topics, seeing how we haven't met in 35 years. Okay, I'm being dramatic, but you guys, I'm just excited because we haven't recorded this so long, and I miss talking to you guys. Otherwise, I'll be in a basement somewhere like, ow, ow, ow. Okay, I swear I'm not on anything but a little margarita. Also, shout out to Sprouts, though. Just one real quick. Let me tell you. So,
Are your cheeks tingling?
not yet.
Not yet.
But let me just say this. It's hard to live in the South. This is my own personal journey. It's hard to live in the South and try to eat right. And what I mean eat right, like let's say you're trying to do like mainly vegetables, because there's so many good barbecue places and just
Soul
Southern
food.
chicken. And when you grew up that way, you know, it's a journey, man. It's hard to like get your brain to switch off. You have to really make a focus and a determination to get, you know, the habit going to eat right.
Yeah.
But I will say about 85% of my eating is mainly clean eating, like vegetables. Well, I won't say clean because, you know, I got to put salt and stuff on my vegetables.
That's clean. Salt. You need
But
salt for the body.
Yeah, okay.
You need salt for the body.
But you know,
We're not gonna slacken on seasoning now.
I need a season though. That's the
We need
thing.
some
Like,
seasoning in
and
this
I've noticed my love for Brussels sprouts, to like broccoli. Oh my god.
You know what?
So,
That's what I gotta make you. I gotta. Okay.
yes, please make me food, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Please. I'm gonna tell you how I got into Brussels sprouts. I've always kind of like, once I started eating them, I kind of liked them. But then Cordera had made this dish that was Brussels sprouts, and it was like months ago. And I was like, okay,
The vegan
it
dish.
was so good that my sister, who just eats meat, came over and she was just buying microwave, because you can buy the microwave bag of Brussels sprouts. She was like, and he said you put onions in the right. I was like, listen, it's a whole kind of situation. Like, you got to get the recipe from Cordero. But yeah, so I'm saying I've been on and off. I've eaten meat, I dabble here and there, but I will say 85% of my food has been vegetable, because I am on this journey to just be a healthier me, to eat better, and to lose weight and just tone up my little figure. So I just needed to say that. But all right, so
Good, Valerie.
I'm trying. Teardrops. Okay.
She's inspired me to make a change.
Oh, have I really? Or are you just talking?
I'm serious.
Oh, okay.
I cut down like carbohydrates compared to what I used to eat.
Listen, he did.
I've cut down to like 10% of what I used to
You
eat.
did tell me that. And you know what's crazy? He did send me a picture of something I would have made. I was like, what's this? He was like, oh, that's what I made. It's healthy, right? I was like, yeah. What was it in it? It was like...
Was it the eggs, bacon, avocado?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. It was something else that had green. I feel like it had some green stuff in it. Like it was vegetables or something.
Yeah, probably.
But it had meat in it, but it was like, it looked healthy as hell. I was like,
Yeah, so-
look at cut down trying to change his lifestyle.
I even cut down, like, I freaking love sushi, yo. So I even cutting my sushi down to like once a week.
Because you're not doing the carbohydrates.
You're right, because you know sushi got that right, so I had to cut it down to like once a week, which is considered I have access to sushi when I want sushi. You know what I'm saying? That's why I cut it down to like once a week. I didn't get none last week.
Yeah, we like sushi over here. Most of my friends will try to hit up a sushi place. Or,
I gave the bread when I went to Zaxby's. You know, you get the salad, the Zaxby's
yeah,
salad.
you told me you gave it the
I
bread.
gave the bread to the dogs. They was sitting there eating. I was like, you motherfuckers. Get in your cage.
You gonna
Go get it. Yeah, go get in your cage. So I gave the
treat your
bread.
dogs like that because you give them carbohydrates. It make you angry. You know, when you do make the change to eat healthy or whatever, whichever way you do, whatever you decide to cut out your diet, you do get a little hangry. You like, you be mad at folks. You like, why you gonna offer me some bread? Do like I want bread.
I ain't had no macaroni and cheese in a minute, man.
I don't know how you do it. At least I got, look, if I ain't eat meat, I got to have some mac and cheese.
Man, I went to the soul food restaurant the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna get the turkey legs. Had to eat some greens. I was looking at the mac and cheese and that dressing sitting over there. I was like, so I got the greens and I got the cabbage, like two sides of cabbage or whatever. And she gave me the cornbread through them. I was like, fuck! I had to like toss it to the dog as soon as I got in the house, man. I couldn't.
You was licking your fingers.
Yeah, look at my finger residue, the bread residue.
Like,
But I mean, other than that, I don't time I eat carbohydrates really or something like that. If I'm like out, like with the like a cookout or something like that,
Yeah.
I'll get it.
That's how I said. This is what I give myself. I'm like, if I'm looking at the menu and I know it's gonna be some place that does not specialize in like vegetables, like sauteing them right away, I might get like some shrimp or something like that. Some
I mean, you
fish.
know, my go to is like steak and vegetables on the side. If I go to a restaurant,
But if I'm at a place that I know they're pretty good with, like, they know like the vegan struggle or the I don't want to say vegan. They know the vegetarian struggle, and they know they like saute their food right, like their vegetables. Then I'm like, it's pretty good that it's a pretty safe bet that I'll be full with the vegetables. But if I know I'm not gonna go to a restaurant and not get full, so I might get a fish, some seafood or fish or something.
Ooh, I gotta take you to the place I used to go to lunch at when I'm at work. It's down the street. This place, it's also the place that sells sushi. It's like they remodeled it. It used to be your standard like Chinese buffet type or setup, but they remodeled it and stuff like that. So they sell sushi now, and they got a hibachi grill over there, like fresh off. Like you pick your vegetables out, your meats out, and they do it right there in front of you. So that's what I be eating there. So I go over there. They know me now. Like, you know, let me tell you something about places to get to know you. They be like on customer service when they get to know you.
Yeah,
like when I walk in, they don't even look at me no more. They
don't
like,
greet you or nothing.
He's here again. Like, I'll literally walk over there and grab my tray.
You would think they will try to greet you because you a regular.
I mean, they do like a head nod.
No, I need you to acknowledge me. Like, hey, how are you?
Because usually,
how's your day going?
You know, usually people walk in there like, hey, you want to be seated?
Right.
Or no, it's just you. Or, you know, they try to hand you a tray. They're like, it's over there.
Yeah,
like,
you can't slap.
The tray's over there.
You know what the tray is.
You know the tray's at, boy. Go on and get your stuff now.
Nah, I don't want that. I still want you to treat me like, I want
to. But the hibachi chef, he be like, what's up, man? I'm like, you same old. I'm like, you know what it is. Like,
he already know you're special.
Yeah, he said, you gonna get the steak. You gonna get the steak and shrimp,
right?
With the egg and all the vegetables except for
what?
Peppers, jalapeno. They got jalapeno. I don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with me like that.
That's a rough night. Hello.
Yeah. Topic for today is: do we allow people to grow, or do we dwell on their past actions or words?
Okay. That's a very good topic.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people have to show you that they're growing. I think someone telling you that they're growing is a little bit different. I think that, what I will say is, it sounds like you're asking about accountability a little bit too. Like, I think we should allow people to grow, right? However, I think there's accountability in that. So if somebody's supposed to be progressing in one way or another, especially let's say finances, and then you see they're blowing their money, I think it's okay to remember, like, hey, you doing the stuff you was doing in 2002, where you was like taking your finances and blowing them on whatever you was blowing it on, or buying all these video games, or going on all these trips when your lights ain't paid. Like, I think you can do one and remind the person of the other, if that makes sense. Like, hey, you backsliding a little bit. So, yes, allowing people to grow. I think that's a part of life. That's like human nature to want to grow and like do things. But I also think it's okay if you say, to remind them of what they have done prior, so that they don't go back to it. Because to act like you never, you're trying to grow because you're trying to be the person that you were before. So hopefully, you guys can have that conversation, friendship or whatever y'all got going on, and be like, look, you said you wanted to make a change in your finances. You wanted to save more money. You want to be debt free by this time. Is going to the club every night or every other weekend and getting hookah in a bottle, is that conducive to what you're trying to do?
Right.
And I think it's okay, because, especially if they used to do that before, and they used to always talk about they used to make that count negative. Also, though, I think telling someone that's grown is kind of moot in a sense. And let me tell you why. Because people going to do what they want to do, especially when they grown. They feel like I'll go and make my money how I make it, and I spend my money how I want to.
Talk to them.
And
now.
I think that when you, as a friend or whoever you are, you will let them know about some stuff that they want to, some stuff that they need to work on, that they've told you about. They don't want to hear you talk about that. You know, so I think it's a catch-22 in a sense, but I do think it's okay to say, hey, remember you said you going to stop doing this and you doing it. I think it's okay to have some, like, I'm one of those friends, when we had one episode where we talked about what kind of friend are you, and one of the ones, the traits were like, do you hold your friends accountable? Okay. And I told you, you know, you touched on that, like, I do. I check on you like, hey, did you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And so I think it's not, I hope my friends don't look at it as a nagging, but like, if I'm trying to do something and I know I'm falling off, like Cordell would say, oh, you said you would eat me. You gonna really eat that? You know, it's just one of them kind of things, like I think as a friend.
Then I slide it to her. Go ahead.
Girl, you know you want to see that. You know, but yeah, so I feel like you definitely should, I mean, yeah, if you want to be with your friends, just gonna look at them, watch them like spend all the money and then like, when they come to you, like, you didn't say nothing. You know, you didn't say nothing. You didn't let them know nothing. So, yes, to your question, I think you can allow people to grow. Definitely, I think that's a important part of like life and just moving forward and just being in a different space and growing as a person and being a mature adult. Because I'm pretty sure you can look at how you were back 10 years ago, even 15 years ago when you were in high school. Like, dang, I ain't that same person. You know, I would hope that you've grown, at least as far as maturity wise. And then, like I said, I think the other part is just accountability, like reliving the past. I don't know if you want to call it reliving the past. You can look at it like that. But I think you can, because sometimes you have to, you know, it's kind of like benchmarks. You can look at the past to see where you were to see where you're going to go. What about you?
Okay. The reason I asked that question was because I listen to rap, you know, hip hop and all that kind of stuff. And one thing I say about the artists that I generally listen to, over the years, they have grown. Like they kind of grown and things like that. And a lot of artists, you know, I'm reading, like I look at YouTube, whatever, and you have a lot of artists now who are speaking out on political subjects. And then I go to some of the comments, and some of the comments they be like, "Oh, I'm listening to this guy because he talked about blah 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 blah." You know, I mean, they'll reference a song he made like 15 years ago.
They say they don't listen to him because of that?
Yeah, and they'll reference a song that he made fit with this. He was missing it. And I was like, okay. Like, one artist that I listen to now that I did listen to before, because I couldn't, there's not somebody I could really relate. If his song came on the radio, I'll bob my head, but I wasn't like checking. Was Gucci Mane. Right. And in his new album, he had a couple songs. I was like, oh, you can kind of tell the progression of
evolution,
where he used to be. And where he is now. Yeah. Now he's not speaking on anything political, but some of his songs have changed. The tone has changed a lot. Now he still rap about some stuff, but his tone has changed a lot. Like one of our people that I listen to, Killer Mike, listen to him all the time. T.I. listen to him all the time. So in just what they used to rap about and what they talk about or rap about now, you know, it's different. Right. T.I. I don't know if a lot of people listen to it, but he has a whole album just dedicated to it's pretty much about the police shooting and stuff like that I listen to. So I was like, okay, so this is pretty dope. Now, once again, you do comments and read how people hold him accountable for stuff he did 15 years ago. But it's like, dang, do we allow people to grow? Or do we still hold people to the fire, their feet to the fire about something that happened way back when?
Here's the thing I say about that. I think, first of all, I think people are easier to point out what is wrong than what is like what the actual issue is of what's changing, right? I also think people don't know that you can be a thug, you can be gangster, you can be out in the streets and still have a political and be smart and intelligent and know what's going on in the White House and have a political view about certain things. And I think that just because you're one way doesn't mean you can't know about different things. Just because if you're in the streets doesn't mean that you can't know about. I think people, it's subjective. I think people think it's like, oh, well, if you rapping, you probably don't know what's going on with the politics.
Right.
You don't know what's going on in your neighborhood. You probably just in your own little world. You probably don't care about gold teeth and chains. Like, I mean, it's all stereotypical. And that might be, they might only care about those things, but they might, well, some things, but they might care about other things too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with those kind of things, like reading those comments, I haven't read any, but look, people will jump down someone's throat, bring up something they said 12 years ago, and it's like, well, you said this. I'm like, yeah, that was 12 years ago when I no longer feel like that. Right. And you may have made changes to show that you don't feel like that. You may have, like, let's say you were talking about, I'm going to use this. Let's say you were talking about disabled people. Like, I don't see why somebody in a wheelchair need to help, blah, blah, blah. And then now, that's what you said back then when you were ignorant, didn't know no better, whatever. And then you progress, and now you, like, volunteer at a disabled shelter or something like that. You go and you help people. Or maybe your mom became disabled. Something happened where you are now privy to that life, right? And the struggles that they go to as being a disabled person. And then you make a song about it or you speak up on it. Does that negate that? Like, yeah, you said that, but you also have changed your mind. People don't give people right to move and grow.
Right,
and so it's like, you can't let them, because they bring up something you said in the past, like, yeah, I said it. I think what happens is, like, people try to make it seem like, once you are, they peg you as like, this is you and this is you forever. It just doesn't work. So here's the thing. You know how we have, like, you made a good point about, how being on social media can destroy a person's life, right? If you have somebody that's ignorant, the part of ignorance is that they don't know or they're not willing to change and conform. But now you have somebody that's willing to change and conform. Let's say they're racist or they think certain thoughts because they're ignorant to how other people live. And that everybody's not doing whatever they think it is that they're doing. They have this perception. Then they meet a group of people and they realize, like, dang, everybody ain't like that. I done had this whole idea. I done said something. I done tweeted some stuff. I done got on Instagram or whatever, social media, and I done said all this stuff. And turns out, you know what? He was very misinformed, ignorant, and all that good stuff. You guys want people not to be ignorant and want people to grow. And say, dang, that's ignorant. You can't allow someone to stay in that ignorant space. And so if this person now sees that what they said was ignorant, the things that they said holds no weight and was just, they were malinformed, then do you not say, hey, let's make a change and let that person do you not want them to be ignorant and racist anymore or bigoted or whatever they are?
Right.
Like, you gotta choose what you want. You can't have it one way. You can't allow somebody to grow or stunt them either way. Like, you're gonna allow them to grow or you're gonna stunt them. You're gonna keep them in that box forever. Then people are like, well, if I'm gonna be in this way, if you guys don't feel about me that I'm negative anyway, I might well just stay in this space. You ain't gonna allow me to grow no way.
Right.
It's like, come on, like, yeah, I do think people can grow. Now, I will say this. I do see that sometimes that when people say certain things that are really, really vicious or heinous, and they start to make the changes. It's more than just say, oh, I don't believe that anymore. I do think that kind of actions speak louder than words. But at the same time, that's their own personal growth. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you still have to let them come out and speak and say, dang, I said this, and I really apologize. I no longer feel like that.
If you want the public to, if you make a public statement that is, absurd or racist or, homophobic or sexist,
right?
I think that if you want the public to accept your change, you have to publicly explain your change.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
Yeah, now
you don't have to. You can just hold.
That's not the same as explaining yourself to people. But you say, hey, you know what? I made these comments, and this is what my head was then. After such and such experience, after educating myself on such and such topic, this is the way I feel and view things now. And then you can leave it at that.
And I say, yeah, you can. And we gonna say, yeah, you can too, because you can say that and people still be jumping out.
But you've done your part.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You've done your part.
You have the accountability part.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
After you hold yourself accountable, and you can't do nothing but put it out there, and because they're gonna take it how they're gonna take it anyway.
True.
People, like I said, people always look for the fault. Like, they want somebody to be mad at sometimes.
all the time. I
Yeah.
think if you're on social media, most times, like, you'll see the good part of social media, but then you'll see, like, the people just, some people just, like, I'm like, what do y'all do all day? Y'all don't have a job? Y'all this, man?
Yeah,
You know?
I'm too busy to be that mad at anybody about anything.
On social media, yeah.
For real. I'm looking at who bills come on the mail.
Right.
You know, who name on the bill. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna leave that one alone for right now.
But you guys comment below and let us know what you think. Do you think that first question is, do you think that people should be allowed to grow and change? Comment below. Also, do you think like once you say something it's forever, it should be forever written down, or like
When do we cut off the past?
Yeah.
When do we cut off? Is there
a cutoff?
Is there a cutoff? All right. So moving on to the next topic, I want to talk about the power of Black creation, and how Black people have us creating our own. Now, this is something that's kind of near and dear to me because I see certain examples of this. Like one big thing that happened here in Atlanta is Tyler Perry, his own little studio. Now, people feel certain ways, have mixed feelings about Tyler Perry, about how he may portray certain things. You can kind of back and forth. You can nitpick all day if you want to. But the thing is, what he did was he created his own studio. That's his.
Yeah.
There's no overhead. He ain't got to answer to nobody. As far as I know. Now, if I'm wrong, please in the comments below correct me. But as far as I got, he has to answer to nobody. It's his, 100% his, and he's opened up the doors for other people to come in behind him. And he's named certain studios after certain prominent Black people. And the reason I say about creating our own also is I think we fail to realize how powerful we actually are. And I keep kind of going back to that too, because out of all the American history shit we've been through, we have still managed to create our own culture. And
even into today's society, when going outside to grab a cup of, grab some ice or grab some tissue down the street to a corner market can be dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like we created our own culture. What I mean by that is, like, you take rap, hip hop. That's that whole culture. That's something that we essentially created in an environment where we weren't supposed to create shit. We were supposed to basically mend and mesh in with the dominant,
or not thrive at all.
Or not thrive at all.
Yeah, not
but
thrive
we
at
didn't.
all.
We created our own. There are a lot of things I just kind of see that's popping up now, and that's my biggest thing is I don't want to be a part of something that somebody else already created. I'd rather make my own.
Yeah. And
I think that we've proven to us, even with the oppression, we've proven to do that time and time and time and time again. So that's why I kind of feel like, hey, don't be ashamed to express yourself.
Yeah.
One
thing I would say about that I love that Tyler Perry did. Listen, I'm not even gonna get on how people feel about him as far as, like, I don't know this man personally, but what I do see, like, yes, he created his own studio, but it's like he's creating a legacy.
Right.
And I'm like, that's dope, because a lot of times when you're really wealthy, I don't know especially if you come from, like, poverty, if your first thought is to, like, let me give back, most people think I made it, I'm out.
Right.
But I think to, like, give back, even if it's his own, in his own space, but I think he's lending names to, he's lending his studio to different people. Like, I know they're filming Bad Boys 3 there and Coming to America 2. And so, just like all that Black excellence, if that's what we want to call it, I hate even saying that, because I feel like we Black and we excellent, period. But we don't have to say Black excellent. But, I respect it, but I just hate saying, like, putting a title on it, because we just excellent, period. That's how I feel about it. But the fact that he's giving back, and he's done it in, like, Atlanta, which is looked at to be like this Black Mecca. There's a lot of stuff that Atlanta has going for it, but it's also, like, a kind of downside with, like, the crime and, like, disease and everything like that. But I think to build something so prominent, to try to rebuild and stimulate the economy down here is great. Because, we're in the South, and let's be honest, they have a lot of oppression still that goes around. But in this particular portion of you bringing it, talking about Black creation, I want to talk about the positive. And I think that this gives other people, like, an idea of what you can do, because sometimes when you never seen it done, you don't even know that you can do it.
Right.
And so the fact that he's able to do that, I think is awesome. Like, I think that more people will start to, you know, you'll see a lot of, I mean, honestly, I know I talk about social media like, I'd rather not be on it. But I think if you're trying to promote something and you do it in the right way, and I'm not even talking about like cramming it down your throat. I'm just saying like I was just shouting out the Black on Both Sides, like that part. Like, it's a lot of people that are very, like, extremely creative. They're doing, like, great things. And I think social media can help you get to that point. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, especially with, like, doing it, like, the independent, local route, like, that's big because, you know, some people will look at, I think what Tyler Perry is saying and other creators are saying, I don't have to look like the standard, typical idea of what y'all think is beautiful or what y'all think is going to sell on the market. I'm going to put it out there, independently and go for it. And I'm going to grind and grind and grind until I build my own situation and build my own, my own mecca of things I should do and branch it out and services to people and let them come into my world. And I think that's a great thing. I think that's awesome.
And one thing I want for Black people in general to stop doing is being so critical of the first thing. What I mean by that is I see a lot of Black shows kind of coming out now, a lot of independent Black things kind of happening. Then we'll talk about how Tyler Perry is making his own thing. We got to watch how critical we are because they're the first ones to do it. If you're going to look at something like, okay, that was trash, that was garbage, yada, 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 I say, you know, I don't want to say bite your tongue, but give constructive criticism. Don't just tear it apart because one thing that's going to happen is they're going to put their foot in the door, and then whoever the powers that be say, well, we told you that this was going to sell. Now you got the door slammed on it because you went and ripped it apart and things. Instead of just saying, hey, this could make it better if you do this. This could make it better if you do that. Instead of just saying, oh yeah, this is trash. We're so critical of our own stuff that it's almost annoying to hear. It's annoying to hear. It really is annoying to hear.
And I will say this: I actually was having a conversation about somebody who was talking to someone, and they were telling me that another person of a race, a white person of a race, was saying, you know, the white guy was teaching this class, and he was just saying, you know, Black people, and particularly Black men, you guys tend to tear down each other, and it's funny when y'all should probably band together because you're stronger that way. The fact that a white person said that
can see
that,
yeah,
you know, can see that on the outside. And this is what I say: you'll never hear me, or Cordero for that matter, sit there and defile or tear down something. First of all, let me just say this: the fact that he's doing it, that's the point. The fact that anybody's doing it of color or just trying to make a stance that come from like a lower, who's not typically should be in this, I guess, position of power or have this kind of like momentum.
Because he was poor. He was living out his car. He was poor.
It's one of the things. Like, why would you do that? Like, even if you feel some kind of way, what do you gain from tearing down someone that looks like you? Because all it looks like is you just bigger. You know how if you have siblings and you have like, you know, decent parents, they will tell you, why y'all arguing? Y'all love y'all supposed to love each other. Y'all siblings. It's like it's a family without saying it. You know, we are better united than apart. And I know it sounds like a commercial, but it's true because it's like I always say this: if I don't agree with something, you'll never hear me say, oh, this Black girl or this Black boy. You'll never hear me talk like that. Now, if I don't agree, I just probably won't say nothing. And then, you know, or if it's my friends and I have, like, something to say, I'm like, hey, maybe you should try it this way. It's just my opinion, but maybe you should try it this way. I'm not never going to say, oh, that shit sucks. Like, you
have to watch
because we start being kind of clout at each other.
You really have to watch what you say. Watch the words you say about I'm gonna say Black creation. Watch what you say. If you're not gonna be a part of making something better, then just keep your mouth shut.
And you know what people are saying? Look, they can't even stand together.
Yeah.
And then I know sometimes people say, well, you know, white people don't stand together either, but they ain't got to.
Really?
Because the doors are already open for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this guy, this person, these people are building something, are starting something, and you know, of color, they're starting this movement, these things, owning something and progressing and building something first, or, you know, holding on to or keeping that legacy or opening up that legacy to other people. is a beautiful thing. But when you start to tear it down, especially when it's your own people, it's like y'all can't even get it together. Y'all over there
Right.
busy
Bickering.
bickering and
And this is
arguing.
one of the examples
and
I kind of want to use was I'm not going to say the name because I kind of want to keep it vague, but I'm going to use an example. I watch cartoons.
Right.
All right. So there's a particular cartoon that came out, and it was something that was, to me, was like, oh, it was made by us.
Right.
Made by, right.
Yeah.
And so I was watching it, and I can admit in that genre of cartoon, the character didn't really grasp me the way I would have liked it to be. But instead of me saying, oh yeah, this is trash, garbage, yada, 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 I said, you know what, I'm still going to watch it. He's still going to get my view because this is the breakout for us.
Right.
Like, this is the first one. It might not be the first one, quote unquote, but it's the first prominent that one is strictly dealing with us.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna give it a second chance. I'm gonna give the second season another chance.
Yeah.
He's still in my views because this is opening the door for another one to come behind it.
Right.
If we say, oh well, I didn't like that one, I'm gonna shut it down. So now when another series of the type or dealing with us is presented to that certain network, they're like, well, this one right here didn't do well, so we're not.
You guys are not even watching it.
Yeah, you guys didn't even watch it, so
honestly,
we're not gonna lose. We're not gonna lose the money of it.
Dynamic and like the figurations of like watching like the television and the networks and stuff. But I'm pretty sure if you're not watching it, like, well, who's watching it?
Yeah.
It's like you guys don't even support it. Your own stuff.
Yeah, it's
so
like you don't support them.
So
So now you get one things where, well, you try to create something else. Now, if you are the person who goes to try to create something and you go put into this particular network, and they say, well, when this show came out here, nobody watched it, so why are we gonna waste money on you? You look just like the last person that came here with a bright idea, a concept. So why are we gonna waste money on you? So I'm saying, watch what you say. If it can't be constructive, even if you just put the TV on, you put your TV on, watch, and you walk away and go do something else. Give them that support, so then the next person behind can, and then find a way to make it better. Don't just complain about what's wrong with it. That irks me to my core.
Yeah, I do feel.
If you don't have a solution, don't complain about the problem.
Absolutely, I agree. So we want you guys to, if you can, list 3 of the shows, 3 I'll say melanated shows. Black. It don't have to be black, but just 3 shows that you guys support, that you've watched, that you really like. Even if it's going off the air, like some shows you really like that you watch, that you want to come back, or you just really like and why you like them. And these are some topics we're gonna try to get you guys to engage more. We want to engage you more as well, and these are just kind of like things that were on our mind. And Teespring. So this is the last time we're going to talk about Teespring because we're going to be redoing a lot of our products that we have on there. So this is the last chance. If you saw anything that you like, any colors that you liked on Teespring, go ahead and grab that now. We'll leave the link below. You can get the merchandise on there. We have mugs. We have some cool stuff on there. So go ahead and grab that now. That is the last batch for us to do those things. We're going to create something totally new, something totally fun that you're going to really like. And if you have any ideas on what you would like to see with the General Conversation podcast, whether it's t-shirts, hoodies, or whatever, let us know and we'll see how we can come up with come up with a design that you guys would like. Just talk back with us, communicate with us so we can kind of like expand more. We want to get it more interactive so you guys can put your feedback in there.
I ain't got nothing to say.
This was episode 23. Cordero had some really good questions, and I think we can expand on that more.
We probably will.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to revisit that.
Yeah, we got to definitely talk about that again. Also, we do have the woman's perspective coming up. And I guess Cordero's going to be the only guy. I don't know. He can bring a few of his guys.
I'm gonna take the first bullet.
Look, oh goodness.
Take the first bullet.
Also, if you're still interested in buying a home or wanting to know about home ownership, we're going to have a realtor on as well as a mortgage expert. And, you can send in your questions. We'll put that on Instagram and our social media. Even you can email us and we can ask the realtor, answer your questions, get your questions answered, and see how you can get into the home buying process.
Yeah. That's all I got, really.
All right.
Oh, black on both sides.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? actually gonna try to get. And I actually talked to him before. He was down for it, but we're gonna schedule time where we get the writer and creator on the show to talk about Mr. Jabari Halls, the writer and creator of Black and Both Sides, and we're gonna try to get him on the show to just talk about what the series is about, where you can find the next occurring projects.
All right, guys. So thanks for listening. Like I said, we're going to be more consistent, but thank you for tuning in. And this has been the General Conversation Podcast. We out.
Peace.